13 of the 16 teams in our Class 1A poll this week moved around. Again, welcome everybody. My name is Cade Nissen. Today I'm bringing you the Class 1A rankings. Again, these are not my rankings. These are our IA football rankers. They do a great job. I'm just simply delivering them to you guys and trying to put some context in for y'all. So be sure to check out the rest of the rankings. But without further ado, let's get right into Class 1A. I'm going to take myself off so you can see Class 1A right there. Let's get into 16 through 11. At number 16, moving down 5 spots, West Sioux. They had a tough time against the number 1 team in Class 2A, Central Lyon, Georgia Little Rock. They lost that one 70-7. A new team in our Class 1A poll, Regina Catholic. They beat Meepo 45-7. They've been pretty good so far this year for over there on the east side of the state. So Regina Catholic, the Regals, they enter our top 16. At number 14, Columbus Catholic. They lost a good one to West Branch, 30-23. That was a great game. They only moved down 1 spot this week. But Trainer, they move up 3 spots. Nice win over Clarinda on a game-winning touchdown. I saw that video on Twitter. It was a great video. Trainer Athletic Director posted that. At number 12, Applington Parkersburg. They move up 3 spots. They beat South Hardin 35-26 on their homecoming. And at number 11, moving down 5 spots, is South Hamilton. They lost to 2A Roland Story. Quality loss. Drops them to 2-1, but just a lot of good performances this week in Class 1A. So they kind of suffered a little bit of a drop. But without further ado, let's get into your top 10 for Class 1A Week 4. At number 10, AHSTW. The Vikings lost 21-13 against Kemper Catholic from 2A. Not enough to drop them, but that Kemper Catholic team is 0-2, so a little bit of a tough loss there for the Vikings. But at number 9, Sumner Fredericksburg, a new team in our top 10, moving up 5 spots. They cranked out a 58-6 win over Olween. Sumner Fredericksburg, again, moving into our top 10. And so is Denver. They moved up 4 spots. They were 12 last week. A bit one-dimensional, but they had 2 running backs that can rip 10 yards per carry against a win against North Fayette. So a nice win for Denver. Gets them into our top 10. Dyke New Hartford at number 7. They don't move this week. Another quality loss for the Wolverines. You don't like saying that, but it is a quality loss. It was a tight 15-14 game. Stopped just shy of the comeback, down 15 points in the first half. Again, Dyke New Hartford falling. Really another close game. It was their first game this year, actually, where a team hit double digits on their scoreboard. Their first 2 games were like 7-6 and 9-7. So Dyke New Hartford proving to be one of those teams that's going to play in a ton of close games this year. Their defense is gonna keep points off the board, but in this week they fall to 1-2, but still a really good team there at number 7. At number 6, East Sac. Some people thought it was a surprise they made it in our top 10, and they go out and they win again. They were down early against Missouri Valley, but the Raiders posted a second half shutout to get the W, and they move up 3 spots. They were 1 away from our top 5. So East Sac County might be here to stay in Class 1A. We shall see as they get into district play. But without further ado, let's get into your top 5. At number 5, Pella Christian. Tough loss against Grundy Center, the number 1 team. Not enough to knock them out of our top 5, though. Again, they lost 38-6. That game was more about Grundy proving themselves and Pella, not putting up a fight. Pella Christian's still a really good team. At number 4, West Branch. New team in our top 5. Brennan Dale scored all 3 of the Bears' touchdowns on Friday, knocking down Columbus Catholic. A very good win for West Branch. I know they scored a defensive touchdown, too, in that one. I saw that video on Twitter, West Branch Football. Good follow. They do a good job. But Brennan Dale, again, the stars as they knock down Columbus Catholic, who was down there at the number 14 spot. At number 3, Underwood, 45-0 win over St. Albert was great for padding the stats. It's clear this defense is just as good as last year, and this offense is putting up points with Louette, Boothby. I mean, tons of stars for the Eagles, and they're proven to be a contender this year in Class 1A for sure. MFL Marmac, they had a bit of trouble with 0-3 New Hampton. But again, I think New Hampton's a better team than their record suggests. They're ranked in our Class 2A poll. They've just had some tough luck with their games. But MFL Marmac, They did struggle. I know they were down at some point, I believe, but they pick up a victory and are able to hold on to that number 2 spot. But this week it's about Grundy Center. No doubt right now Grundy Center's promotion to 1A has not phased them too much. They had one close one with Dyke New Hartford in week 1, 7-6. But besides that, I mean, they've beaten a ton of ranked teams. I mean, just I even off the top of my head, they've beat Applington Parkersburg at number 12. They beat obviously they just beat Pella Christian. They beat Dyke New Hartford. So 3-0 against 3 teams that are ranked in our Class 1A is a pretty good intro to Class 1A for Grundy Center and the Spartans as they hold down the number 1 spot for the 4th straight week. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. But that's all I got for Class 1A. Be sure to tune in next week and check out the other videos to see who else cracked our top 16. But thanks, guys.